whether it was me doing the research for the district or after I was hired. I met a lot of people before, a lot of people after I was hired, and I've spent the past week learning as much as I can by meeting as many people as I can. And I just want to be clear that the city of Canton has been around for over 200 years. I'm on day 6. So I don't pretend to know anything, but what I can promise you is that I will spend a lot of time listening. We as an administrative team will collectively get together, engage, listen, and learn. I've been blessed throughout my career to be surrounded by some great people, some phenomenal administrators and teachers, and it's very clear to me that that's happening again here at the Canton City Schools, and I'm very excited about what comes next. Again, we promise to make sure that whatever we do it together. I promise you're going to get to see my family quite a bit in the future, and in the meantime, I just look forward to being over. So thank you. I'd also like to take a couple seconds to thank Barb Masiak for her leadership over the course of the past 5 months. Again, when I was researching, it was explained to me that the number of people who could have led the Canton City Schools during the time of transition was a short one, and her name rose to the top very quickly. And after I got to meet her, I understood very quickly why. I had a mentor, a man who mentored me for decades as a superintendent, and one of the first speeches he gave me, he said, "Jeff, an above average 10th grader can do 80% of your job. You get paid to do the other 20%. And Barb, for the past 5 months, has done nothing but that 20%. A lot of tough decisions, and I appreciated her philosophy, I appreciated her approach, I appreciated the dignity with which she conveyed her thoughts. I think when you're, unfortunately, education is also a business, and we can only afford to do so many things. We had to cut some good programs, and we lost some good people. But I appreciated her leadership. She understood what had to be done, but she also understood that these were quality programs, and these were people who did nothing wrong, quality employees, but as a result of our current financial situation, it's what we had to do. And I just want to thank her for her leadership and her guidance during that time. Am I behind anybody? Yep. I was in those meetings, we talked on the phone a lot. I own every decision she made because I agree with the philosophy with which she made it. And again, I trust her. So I just want to say thank you. In terms of some highlights, and I promised my family let them sneak out early, but I'm going to do this part first. Some highlights in what, for me, I spent last week or the week before, they'll kind of blend together, at McKinley graduation. And I can tell you, it was one of my first events in the Canton City Schools where I was a semi-employee, and amazing. I actually sat with the band because I couldn't get up the stairs at the time. I had some knee surgery. So I had to sit with the band. I had watched the speakers speak. I listened to the people sing at the beginning. I had chills. An amazing, amazing graduation. Very, very classic. You got to watch them. I read these stats to make sure I don't screw them up. We had 500 students graduate. 64 early college high school students earned their associate's degrees from Stark State College, along with their high school diploma, which is an amazing feat. But even more impressive, 42 of those 64 earned their associates in science and the arts. It's just an amazing accomplishment. I think it's a testimony to the quality of teachers we have and the families that we serve. I also that same night had the opportunity to, with Mr. Garrity, to go to Success Club. And it was the Success Club celebratory banquet at Early College Academy in Crenshaw. And it's a program where we help students transition from where they are in the middle school to where they eventually want to be post-graduation, whether it's college or career. And I had a chance to meet with Spencer today to learn more about the program. And again, I had an opportunity to sit with students, and I was impressed with the pride they brought to the table and their expectations they had after participating in the program. And I'd be remiss not to return a favor. I happened to sit next to Devontae, and when he went up to speak, he gave me a shout out. So, out of respect, if I could get cameras on, I'd like to give a shout out to Devontae Mosley, representing Crenshaw. And I also would like to recognize another student who did some pretty impressive things, and I'm guessing many people have heard this, but again, I would like to meet him, but congratulate him before you get a chance to do so. A student who lost 115 pounds because he chose to. He recognized the fact that you can do anything you want to when you put your mind to it, and you put some hard work behind where your mind's set. So again, anyone who sees Michael Watson, please give a pat on the back and appreciate what he's done. So Mr. President, that concludes my first superintendent's report.